In the shop today, getting everything set up for tomorrow. 6 lasers going out. These are the 22s. This is the 6. You can tell the 6 has a little bit different color than the 22, so I will color balance those. And also, this is why I go in here, because I don't know if y'all can read it or not, but that 4 is upside down in the wrong way, and the zone is not very big. So what I'm going to do is go in here. I found the 1. I'm going to go ahead and here and open the zone up to 100 so that matches everyone else. There it goes, looking good. But the 4 is still upside down, so I'll go in here and swap or invert the Y. And now you can see the 4 is there, but it's backwards. So I'll go ahead and change it. Or actually, yeah, which way is right? That way is right. But the 3 is the right way, so I'm going to invert the 4 because we want them to cross. But I'm doing this stuff in the shop just because it makes it so much easier whenever I get there, and it makes me look so much more professional. Here's what I mean by swapping the X. As you can see, 1 is right, 2 is backwards, 3 is right, 4 is backwards, 5 is right, 6 is backwards. So 5 and 6 will go like this, 4 and 5, 3 and 4, 2 and 3, 1 and 2. So that way they're always crossing. So if we have 3 going this way, 3 will also be going that way. Now, there's different ways of setting it up. Don't get me wrong, but for this particular one, I just want them all to cross nice and easy. Maybe I set up something where 3 go this way, 3 go that way, so you can go left, right, whatever, get crowd involvement. But this is the way I like to set it up here. Next, we will do the color balancing because these are all out of whack a little bit, or at least 2 of them. For the color settings, these all look pretty good on camera, but you can see 1 is heavy on the green whenever I put my finger up there, and then 5 is heavy on the green. That actually looks really good white, but all the other ones are kind of reddish. So what I'm going to do is go in here to my projector settings. I'm going to go to my color. I'm going to click on my first one, and then I'm going to bring that green down. So that left side, that number 1, you'll be able to see the color change. So I'm just going to match it with the other one right there. And now these are color balanced and they look like the same color. So that way you won't have one that's like green heavy, one that's red heavy if you do like a white. And we will definitely be doing some sheets in there, so I need these to look very good and crisp and clean tomorrow. So in here I can open up these little flaps. This in the back is the blue. So you always want to align to the blue. This is the green and this is the red. So if I go in here and adjust these little knobs, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera or not, but I can make them kind of split color. Oh, you can see it down here on the ground. I can adjust that red diode to get back to where it's a nice, clean line. And then you can see it's still a little bit off. So I'll go back over to the left or to the right, and it cleans it up. And that's looking pretty good right there. I'll go back up a little bit, down a little bit. And so that's going to give us like a perfect alignment there. And now that looks really good. You just see a little bit of the blue, but I'll go in there and adjust the rest here. Now what I'm doing is a redundancy, but that's 1 and 2, so they are crossing, and then I'll do 2 and 3, make sure those are crossing. 3 and 4, yes. 4 and 5, yes. And then 5 and 6, yes. And now I will do them all, and we should have 3 and 3. And it looks like we are. Again, that is 100% a redundancy, just making sure that I programmed everything correctly. So that way, whenever we get in there, it all looks good. It's all ready to go. But that's just the little things you get with having me do it. You make sure it's 1000% correct. That's my favorite right there. Since I'm done playing around out here, I'm going to go ahead and set these zones. So that way, whenever I get there, if I accidentally turn one on, it's going to blast way up into the ceiling instead of down straight where people might be. So if for any reason I accidentally turn them on, they're going to go way up and out of everyone's way versus down into them. It's just a redundancy. You don't have to do that, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So if for whatever reason I accidentally forget, I've already created this kind of safety protocol there. All the tubes are charging up. Lasers and stands are in my car. These are 4 sonic booms right here. I've got plenty of fluid, my laser front of house case. These are 2 mounting accessory cases. Here's my power. I've got a whole lot more power over at my house in Dallas, which I'm going to grab tomorrow. This is another accessories case that has a whole bunch of DMX cables, Ethernet cables, 2 20-pound tanks, 2 CO2 guns, a couple other front of house things there. That is the hazer that I'm going to be taking because I will run haze and the sonic booms off of this. And I've programmed these to be my Wi-Fi, so I will send signal wirelessly via DMX from front of house up to the front of the stage. If that doesn't work, don't worry. I've got plenty of cables to hardwire it in. I've got my iPad charging because those will run the tubes tomorrow. Got it all. I use Chevet Show Express for my DMX control. This is how I kind of have it set up. Haze is over here. I can make it 50% or whatever. I've got my colors of uplights here, which I don't really need tomorrow. I'm doing that just because I want to make sure that I'm getting signal from front of house all the way up there. And seeing that it's red or whatever color makes it super easy. These over here are my sonic booms, so I can have them off or I can have it on but no color, or I can add color in all these. And make sure whenever you do it, you go in here, click solo buttons, so that way you don't have a bunch of different colors trying to go against each other at the same time. But that's it right there. Now I've got 6 minutes to spare before a meeting with a very big company about some FIFA World Cup stuff and also New Year's Eve reunion tower stuff here in Dallas. So super excited to have that meeting. And after that, I'll go get a quick shower and go pick up my daughter. And then we're going over for Taco Tuesday tonight with some friends. So super excited to have all this done and be able to spend time with her tonight before I have to go load in tomorrow and then run the show all Thursday.